I'm typically every day gon' call it shady. I'm airing you cause I'm an anxious state that worries daily. But if I link my G's, it goes away, then honey lane. I gallivant with darling baby, jet, jet, jet.
On YouTube and do this shit, man.
I just wanna rock. Body of ya.
Broadcast game.
Damn. Damn.
MC, make another hit.
Stream games.
This ain't what you want.
Project
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Ha! 1600 block. I just wanna rock.
Fuck, man. Where's the broadcast games at, man?
I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. No time, set up. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my size. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5.
Swoop.
That's my high. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the New York Giants. In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a very good field position as he's up just shy of the 50. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. You talk about this Giant defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
1 yard and now no yards. Have them looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Giants will take over possession here up at the 44. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Throwing his dart. And he rifles one incomplete. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing, dart. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does its job, takes it away, turns over the offense. Let's pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot in the end zone, because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
To throw his dart.
What the hell is that? Oh, man. Oh, he threw the ball way over there like that. I wasn't even throwing over there. That's crazy. They gave you that, man. That's bullshit. You didn't even throw that shit like that. I threw it to the one way down there. You didn't really play no weather. I didn't think they'd fuck you up like that. That shit was wild.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. You talk about this Giant defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On first down, it's Hampton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10. Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Darius Alexander in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. 35 yards that time on the play. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
42-yard line.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with it or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Another New York Giants. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
We're scoreless after one. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running left is Tracy. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
2nd and 9. Right back to Tracy. And he's going to be brought down just to the 5 at the 6. This now a 3rd and 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Tracy trying the right side. And he goes backwards.
Hell no.
Losing yardage to the
Hard to run
center.
in this fucking rain, man.
Cade York on now for the field goal. This just a 24-yard attempt. York able to send this one through. So he's been
Get off
at
fast,
this point
man.
of the season,
Keep
and he
slipping.
connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Oh, good move. And a very good starting field position as he's out just shy of 40. The Charger drive about to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on the short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That play was all Bobby Okereke as he got there and dragged him down for the loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now it's Herbert. Open man right side. That's McConkey. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Herbert. Oh, trying to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Herbert now. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. They'll work inside here.
No way! Are y'all serious? Oh my God, bro. Oh, they giving them. They black. They can pop in.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And this one too low.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
He's not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot, maybe the offense not.
Oh, the ball go away like that. Good one. The ball.
Not easily done.
See.
To throw now, Dart.
Oh, some bullshit. I threw that ball way in, dog. Come on, man. Threw that behind him.
Second interception for him here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great
I threw that motherfucker behind him.
They're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it. Because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, it just didn't happen. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
And not that the coach asked me, but I do like the call there to start the drive. Looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decide to run a little screen play. Maybe give their running back a little bit of space. Mission accomplished.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Hampton. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Now it's 2nd and 10. Play fake, and here's Dart. And that's going to be...
Man.
When you're playing in elements like
This is
this,
some
sometimes
bull
the bullet passes,
to the
those
shit.
ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Ugh. These niggas try everything. You're so cool.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Dart.
Thank
To get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And it's going to be incomplete.
Straight through
12
them.
seconds left.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Dart. That is incomplete.
Well, they ain't letting me call the ball.
Into this halftime break. They
That's
know
what the
they're in
fuck
for a
it
fight,
is.
so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Dart once more. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Why is the ball getting floated like this, man? God damn. This nigga ain't even got no throwing power like this.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They'll throw now on the final play. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Yeah, I got to pull it back, man. They ain't letting me do it.
And they turn it over. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go again with Tracy. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Now Dart. Flush to his right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football.
Hell nah, man. Y'all tripping.
And they'll start with great field
Oh, y'all wouldn't even let me throw the ball, man. What's up with this?
He tried to buy some time.
What's going on in the game?
When a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. You have nowhere to go with it. It ends up getting the ball stripped. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Herbert. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
I guess you didn't know weather, wind, affects throwing power this year's Lamau.
Yeah, this shit is ridiculous. The rain be throwing my shit all the way off, man. I ain't think it do it like that. Like I was passing like it wasn't shit the other game. I was like, the ball floating, when you throw to somebody, it goes somewhere else. It's cool though. You know, we learned. I ain't never played no rain.
Exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing on 2nd down. Herbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Below Nichols in there to take him down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now a deep one for Johnston. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown.
Oh my God!
Quentin Johnston.
That was my fucking interception.
And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter.
Oh my God, I can't believe
this. From tying things up.
And partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, extra point away from tying things up. That's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Damn.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other
Game
side
is turning, boy.
And the field
Throw the
position
ball
doesn't get
home.
much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They treat my quarterback nasty in the rain,
Coach
boy.
loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked
This
out.
shit.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? A shotgun snap for Herbert. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run here with Hampton. And he'll get this awfully close to a first down. Well, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. He couldn't quite find the goal line, but a good run of 8 yards is going to make it an interesting 4th and goal now. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw now in his own end zone. That one taken in by Neighbors. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Out of the gun, here's Dart. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 39 yards there, a big one.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
To the air again, Dart. Caught along the left side by Hyatt.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 3. They'll hand it to Tracy. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Big 3rd down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. On the give, it's Tracy. Gets around him. They find some open field here. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now they'll change things up.
That's another New York Giants. 1st and 10.
Tracy going to get it on 1st down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Great effort by Derwin James on the stop.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stepped that one by the line of scrimmage. Oh, that would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing his dart. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Cade York on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. Not quite enough for the first, almost. Give him 9 instead, so that leaves him with an enviable 2nd and inches.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, Herbert. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first. A run. Here's Hampton. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. Runs through the contact. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead.
operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
That's out quickly to Hyatt. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one is incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Tracy. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Throwing dart. And he is going to have a New York first down, and the Giants are going to win the football game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Tracy. And they get him down right around the 16. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Good game, man.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off. But they do know that in the future, they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Giants, They're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll drop down to 1-3.
This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. It's so tight. Here we go. It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. It's tricky. 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 It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. 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 I met this little girlie. Her hair was kind of curly. Went to her house and out. I had to leave real early. These girls are really. All they just say is, or spend some time and rock a rhyme. I said it's not that easy. It's tricky to rock around, that's right, on time it's tricky. How is it, B? It's tricky. It's tricky to rock around, that's right, on time it's tricky. Tricky. In New York, the people talking try to make us rhyme. They really hawk, but we just walk because we have no time. And in the city, it's a pity, cause we just can't hide. Tinted windows don't mean nothing, they know who's inside. It's tricky to rock around.
They got all these traits and he ain't shit. Like, they be killing me. I've been running a lot of you. Nigga, he should be unlocked by now.
When I wake up, people take up mostly all of my time. I'm not singing, phone keep ringing, cause I make up a rhyme. I'm not bragging, people nagging, cause they think I'm a star. Always tearing what I'm wearing, I think they're going far. A girl named Carol follows Daryl every gig we play. Then D-Dista and Miss Mr. Nasty Jock and Jay. I ain't lying, girls be crying, cause I'm on TV. They even bother my poor father, cause he's down with me. It's tricky to rock around, that's right, on time it's tricky. How is that? Tricky. It's tricky to rock around, that's right, on time it's tricky. We don't use assume on your own. They all fuck up, but we just leave it alone. It's like that, y'all, but we don't quit. You keep on rock shot, cause this is it.
Block it, boy. Coming through there.
Just come outside for the night. Take your time, get your life. Shut it down. The career's more at stake when you in your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a peace of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. But I can boot you either pink or brown. I'm the one that introduced you to the you right now. Oh my God, that's babe. Well, alright, tryna fight in the night. Come alive, ain't it sneak? Ain't it?
Cheese, long to the right. Cheese.
They popping your tires. Hold up. 100 round. Feeling like I'm on team. Playing both sides of you. Shout out to your friends. I've been going crazy. Shot. I've been in the deep end. She not in the scene. She tryna go. I just been tripping out. Just a whole nother level shot. I got it.
I can't believe this nigga dropping shit, dog. I'm like,
I got this me, she trying to show me something. I got flows for days, ain't on nothing. Me and my bro like, man, you know we on one. We in the spot going crazy until the sun up. You worried about that, my shows up. All in the kitchen can't get the cold up. Acting like they know it. Double O cactus that we told us. Switch out the baddie, get rolled up. Everything hit, everything.
huh?